Hi, my name is Josh Millward reporting for PBA News. Last week, a tragic shooting occurred in Las Vegas Strip in a country festival, leaving 59 killed and over 500 injured. Stephen Paddock, age 64, had carefully thought out a plan that made it very hard to find him on the 32nd floor of a hotel room. The shooter had 47 guns with him, leaving people wondering, should people own that many guns? In other news, Donald Trump is leading an attack on DACA, making it impossible for people to apply, and rendering other people's applications totally useless. Here to report is our immigration specialist, Grace Chavez.
DACA stands for Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. These kids are called dreamers, and they are the children of immigrants who were not born in the U.S., but have lived here ever since they were young. DACA started in 2012 by Barack Obama, protecting dreamers from being deported and affects an estimated 800,000 young people who have entered the U.S. without documents as children. Most of them come from Mexico and other Latin American countries. In order to qualify for DACA, applicants under age of 30 are required to submit personal information to the Department of Homeland Security, including addresses and phone numbers. On the first 100 days that Donald Trump became president, he had 23,897 non-criminals detained over the 609,000 immigrants enrolled in DACA. People in DACA can face deportation when their work permits expire. Donald Trump is now sending them to countries that they do not have memories of and are not familiar with.
Thanks, Grace. With over 6,900,000 people at risk, it is important that we understand what will happen to them. First, they will be arrested and taken to a deportation center. Jamie Lee Alonzo, our field reporter, has more on the conditions.
You will likely be transported to detention centers in handcuffs or shackles. Upon arriving to a deportation center, you are immediately struck by a connection. It looks like a prison. Apart from looking like a prison, it feels like a prison too. Many of your personal belongings will be taken away from you, and you will be assigned to a bed with many other detainees. So you won't be able to move around freely. You're only allowed to eat what they serve: beans, rice, and mixed veggies. You are only allowed a short time with visitors, usually separated by glass. You have absolutely no privacy. You will be held here for an undetermined amount of months, even extending it into years. It is truly prison for the innocent. Deportation centers are sometimes far away from immigration courts, so you might have interviews and hearings through video conferences with an immigration judge. Here with their thoughts is Yan Yang.
Deportation affects the children of immigrant children. It is understood that millions of children live in mixed families. At least one of their parents are immigrants, while the children themselves are mostly local-born American citizens. These children will be affected by deportation. I know that between 1998 and 2007, more than 108,000 of the parents of American citizens have been deported, which have a huge impact on the welfare of the children and are likely to cause the children to work with one or both of the parents' permanent separation, drop out of school, suffer short and long-term mental trauma, and economic difficulties.
Our final story today focuses on a particular bridge in Taihang Mountain, China. The bridge appears to be made of completely glass, terrifying people of how high up they are. That's not the whole story, though. The effect of the glass breaking under the hiker's weight has been added in, creating hilariously funny reactions. They have also been able to put in mock sound effects to make it so it seems even more authentic. With such a hilarious gag, it's no wonder the video has earned its spot on number 3 YouTube trending.